My name's John Hilary. I'm the Executive Director of War on Want and the author of the new book published by Pluto Press called The Poverty of Capitalism. And this book stands in the tradition of many War on Want reports looking at the root causes of injustice and poverty around the world. And it seeks to look beneath the surface at what really causes poverty, what really causes injustice, rather than just the symptoms that we hear about most of the time. For me personally, this is the result of 25 years working in the global justice movement on issues around the globalized capitalist economy and how that impacts on working people and communities across the world. And the book is primarily aimed at activists because we believe that it's actually political action by people that can counter and challenge these root causes of poverty. It's also aimed at students who are perhaps learning about the capitalist economy, about global political economy, or indeed the spread of transnational capital around the world. And it's also had a particular focus on international NGOs, non-governmental organisations who are perhaps working on the themes of international development and who have cozied up to big business, making new alliances with transnational capital in the hope of trying to ameliorate the circumstances of those they work with. Certainly from War on Want's perspective, we believe that corporate social responsibility and this idea of a new wave of philanthropic giving is not the answer. We do not believe that capital should be the lead agent in the process of historical development. And the book tries to bring that out as a theme, showing how corporate power has grown immeasurably over the last 30, 40 years. And that as a result, it now poses a direct threat to democracy and progress, both in the global north and in the global south. The book also looks at three sectors which are particularly relevant to War on Want's work: the extractive sector, so oil, mining, gas, where you can see some of the most devastating effects of capital's expansion; the garments sector, where networked capitalism has really seen an outsourcing of production across the whole world and a dramatic fall in the terms and conditions of people making our clothes. And finally, the food regime, where again it's the capitalist food regime which has led to so much hunger and starvation. But the book finishes on a more optimistic note. The book finishes by introducing the alternatives, the positive alternatives which exist to capitalism and which are currently being played out in thousands and thousands of different scenarios across the world. And I suppose that's the final message of the book. There is an alternative. In fact, there are lots of alternatives. They are being worked out in practice, and we need to support them as far as we can.